Welcome. I'm back with another chapter of the Love and Respect Experience. The author from the book I'm reading from is Dr. Emerson Eggerichs. I am the nasty pastor. Anywho, let's go and get into this reading. Let's figure how to get through our turmoil. Let's figure how to take a bad situation within our marriage, make it better, make it blossom into some good fruit, some positive fruit. Anywho, we on chapter 36. The title is Who Makes the First Move in Your Marriage? The scripture, the verse come from Hebrews 5:14. Solid food is for those who are mature, who through training have the skill to recognize the difference between right and wrong. Now I'm gonna just touch the surface on that, right? You know what I mean? And hopefully what I'm gonna say, you get it. Cause I don't know no other way to put it. But when we was kids, we ate a bunch of Paris stuff, right? Right? Even when it came down to the cereal, it was more some oatmeal, right? Something to thicken up the milk, right? Right? Rice, right? Right? We couldn't eat meat. We couldn't digest that. We would choke, right? So peep this. If you're not ready to jump in the ocean, stay in that little baby pool in the back of your yard. You understand? You get what I'm telling you. You get what I'm explaining to you. Stay in that little baby pool in the back of your yard. You 5 feet, right? The pool go up to 3 feet. How can you drown? How can you drown? Somebody can knock you out and drown that way, right? You can slip and fall and hit your head, but if don't none of that happen, you just jump in the pool, how can you drown? It's a possibility you jump in the ocean, you may drown, right? Right? Come on, talk to me. You could hit a sinkhole, pull you on down there, right? Right? A shock can come back, hit you, right? You can drown, right? Now let's eliminate all that out the ocean. Can you still drown? Can you? Come on, can you? You can't even touch the bottom. So can you drown? Okay. Let's go and get into chapter 36. People always ask who moves first to get off the crazy cycle and onto the energizing cycle. I always reply, I prayed about the answer and I heard the Lord's inaudible voice. The one who sees himself or herself as the most mature moves first. Well, I'm gonna say this to you. You know, being mature is looking at your actions. Being mature is correcting your mistakes. So the times that I saw where the argument gonna lead and I backed away, went for a walk, I was mature. The times the wife that was like, I ain't arguing with you and kept it moving, her was mature. The times that the youngest boy, my youngest son-in-law, came to me and said, Daddy, you know how women are. And everything sees, he was the mature one. Me and the wife that was still immature. But peep this, I had enough sense to listen. I had enough sense to say, you know something, he's right, I'm wrong. So let me go and chill out with him for a while instead of messing with her. You feel me? I might want mature, but I was wise in my thinking and in my actions. Early on, when I shared the answer, I wondered if people will resist the idea because it suggests somebody always has to make the first move. And this doesn't sound fair. Most of us want the other person to move first at least half the time. After many years, however, I have the confidence to say that this comment positively motivates most people. Why? Because most spouses see themselves as mature and able to recognize the difference between right and wrong. A husband writes who moves first if it is the one who is the most mature. And I believe that I am mature. I have no excuse. It doesn't matter who hurt first. I've shared that insight with a lot of people because of the difference it made in my conduct. Another man says, we have two young daughters aged 4 and 7. I want to be the mature one who breaks the cycle and turn things around. I know that this is what God wills and what is best for my family. It is difficult and I am not perfect, but I am working to show my wife unconditional love. You feel all that? Unconditional love. See, this man is willing to take everything he's going to take off his spouse, off his wife, just to show her he loves her unconditionally. Now, if he loves her unconditionally, and if this is just a test for him, he going to go through it all. He going to go through it all. It's going to be some things that ain't true that he just going to believe is true because he want to prove something. You feel me? He want to prove something. It's going to be some things that he should have opened his mouth up about. But the reason he didn't open his mouth up about it because he have accused and made himself look like an anal before. So this particular time, now I'm going to prove my unconditional love and let this woman know just because I see that it looks strange, that is not wrong, that is right, you could be making an anal out yourself. That could be the moment that you need to speak up. And the thing about speaking up, don't wait till y'all in turmoil. Speak up from day one what you don't like. Even if you ain't got the poontang, the vagina, the JJ yet, the Gina yet, speak up. Let that woman know, look, I don't like that. You got me because it makes me feel a certain way. And then when it's all this, well, you with me, well, you shouldn't feel this way, bam this, bam that, blah this, blah that. You know what I mean? You're going to have to figure a way to express your feelings across her in the right words to get it. You got what I'm saying? To really get it, to give you a prime example, you know what I mean? I never liked my woman hugging other men. I told her, I don't like you hugging other men. That's just straight up. It ain't your dad, it ain't your brother, it ain't your cousin. It ain't your nephews. You got me? Then she came back and said she don't like me hugging. Well, however it went, we both didn't like it. I stopped. You got what I'm saying? If you don't like it, I'm going to stop it. You speaking up now, then I'm going to stop it. But there was no issues when we first met each other. You feel me? There was none. Because I said something. Now she's going to find some wrong in what I do. Anywho, like I said, if you allow other people to dictate how you feel, how you move, then those not your real feelings. It's not. Anywho, let's get back to this read. A wife emails. I made a decision at that moment that my life was going to count for something for the kingdom to me. That meant learning my Bible and obeying God in my marriage and every part of my life. I am the mature one and I needed to go first. That always made me mad before, and now I am accepting that God requires it of me. God got hold of my heart that day in a way as never before. As these letters attest, mature moves by goodwill spouses positively influence the marriage in God's direction. But what does moving first look like? Maturity manifests itself in multiple ways. Some examples. During a moment of heated fellowship, Stephen softens his raised voice in response to Tanya's even louder voice. She clearly hears his olive branch. After Susan spouts off disrespectful words on the heels of Richard's unloving comments, she apologizes first, saying, I am sorry for my disrespect. Gary makes a to-do list of undone tasks around the house that are driving Lisa nuts. He takes an entire Saturday to take care of them, even though Lisa won't listen to his pleas to be more disciplined about the budget. Even though Tom fails to spend as much time with Lindsay as she wishes, she resolves to stop her tardiness so he doesn't have to wait for her in the car. I get it. That's why I said a relationship, a marriage is a sacrifice. Your spouse, your lover, you got what I'm saying, should be able to listen to you, hear your wrongs, and correct them. But if your spouse, you're the person you're in a relationship with, can't hear what you have to say, can't correct what they're doing, you need to make a decision. You do. You really do. Because you're living through turmoil. And it eats you down. It belittles you. It chips away of everything about you that you know to be secure. It chips away the security in you and makes you insecure. Alright, we're gonna finish this up. We on the last I'm not gonna say chapter, I'm gonna say paragraph of chapter 36, and it goes, is moving first always fail? No, of course not. There are times when it seems crystal clear which one should move first. But this isn't about justice or what is fair. It's about sucking it up and biting the bullet to stop the insanity of the crazy cycle and enjoy the motivation of the energizing cycle. As Hebrews 5 says, spiritual milk is for babies and solid food is for the mature ones. Who can recognize the right thing and then just do it? First move anyone. Peep this out. I hope you enjoy my readings. I hope it's helping you. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Only Faith Ministries. Go to TikTok, go to Facebook, go to Twitter, go to Instagram. Follow my accounts. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's not going to be under Only Faith Ministries. It may be under Norris Stanley Sr., and this is where I'm doing ministering at too. It may be under the Love and Respect Experience, which is a page. I'm doing ministering on there also. Of course, it's on Only Faith Ministries. You know what I mean? But anywho, like I said again, like, follow, share, subscribe, comment, and you're with who? The Nasty Pastor. I love you and I'm out.